First one that I want to talk about is the flex card or the grocery allowance. Have you heard about this one? Yeah, this is a very popular one. This one is sold really, really hard, right? They say it all the time. We hear about this all the time. Now, these special benefits are generally granted to those individuals with what they refer to as SSBCI, Special Supplemental Benefits for Chronically Ill Individuals. In other words, you got to be somebody that's chronically ill in order to potentially be eligible for the grocery allowance or the flex card, as they like to call it, right? But do they tell you that? Probably not, right? You see all these commercials out there, you hear about it all the time, but they don't necessarily talk about that, right? That's a major one. Now, next being is the dental coverage as well. Now, this is a big one, and I'll tell you a little story here in just a second, but a lot of times they say, oh yeah, dental coverage, it's all covered, right? Here's the problem with that. A lot of times it has a very, very minor yearly allocation as far as how much they will actually spend toward your dental expenditures before you need to pay the rest at a 100% or maybe even a 50% coinsurance. Now, here's the deal. Usually those limitations are set somewhere around, say, like $1,000, maybe $1,200, maybe $1,300. Well, if you've been to the dentist lately, you probably recognize that $1,000 or $1,200 or $1,300 goes very, very, very fast, right? We all recognize this. The dentist is very expensive. If you go in and get one crown or maybe a couple fillings, that $1,000, $1,200, $1,300 is gone in no time whatsoever. Now, my parents experienced this with their plan as well. This is one of the main reasons that they changed their plan, is that their dental allowance, from whatever it was last year, I'm not sure, but it went down significantly. And they're like, this isn't going to work anymore, right? It's only a little bit of money. That's going to be gone in no time whatsoever. So that is exactly why, one of the reasons I should say, why they ended up changing their Medicare Advantage plan. Okay, so that's another one that's also very important. Now, here's another really big one as well, and they always sell this, and it's always a big feature that they say, but so many people don't utilize this. There's billions of dollars a year that go unused. The OTC benefit, right? So a lot of times these plans also have these additional benefits built into them, like, hey, we're going to give you $50 a quarter, $75 a quarter, $100 a quarter, whatever it happens to be. And again, it's going to be different for all of these different plans across the country and whatever plan somebody has, but generally they give like a quarterly allowance somewhere between, say, $50 and $100 generally. Sometimes it's a little more, but then they say you can use this on over-the-counter items. Again, cough syrup, Advil, pain relievers, Band-Aids, toothpaste, you name it, basically anything at the pharmacy that you buy over the counter, they give you this allowance. Now, here's the deal. Generally, you can't just walk into a store and be like, I'm going to get some of this and I'm going to get some of this, but rather they give you a dedicated catalog and then you order it right out of their catalog. The problem is, a lot of times, just like highlighted in that article there, is that these prices within the catalog are like 2 or 3 or 4 times more than what you would actually experience at the store. So that $50, $75, $100 quarterly allowance is usually gone in no time whatsoever because the prices are so inflated. So it makes it look like you can buy all kinds of stuff, but really you can get like 3 items and then that's it. The money is totally gone, right? So again, but remember this much as well. This is super interesting. Of the roughly $6 to $7 billion that is allocated to beneficiaries every single year through these OTC benefits, only about $2 billion of that is actually utilized. The other $4+ billion people don't even use. It just goes to waste. You use it or lose it. If you use it during the quarter that it's allocated to you, you get it. But once the quarter ends, that money is gone. It goes away. You lose that money. And a lot of people don't realize this. So that's another one of these benefits that's out there. But a lot of times it's it's a selling point, but at the same time, a ton of people don't use it whatsoever. Now, another benefit I want to talk about is the transportation benefit. Now, again, this is one of those that could be utilized by people, and again, maybe it won't be utilized, but the interesting part about it is usually they give like one allocation per year where somebody gets to use it, and then that's it, the one time. However, this transportation benefit does not actually help the person at all as far as like getting into the doctor's office or wherever they need to go. They literally pick you up and they drop you off at the curb and say, you're on your own. Thank you, right? The problem with that is, let me give you a quick example. Me, many of you know this. I'm blind. I don't drive, okay? I have not driven a vehicle in over 20 years.